What if Fem Deku was Mangle, Chapter 2, Part 3. Now, we start this one back in the same area they are hiding out in the underlayers of Island. Now, as we know, they are hiding underneath the layers of Island in a warehouse where they've rebuilt the place and the Mangle bots are repairing it. Mangle has been flying around, made a friend named Wave. Now, we're going to start this off with just Mangle flying through Island again. As she is going near the port to go talk to Wave again, as he's the only one that can really see her other than Foxy. As she flies over, she noticed that he's unloading something. As she flies through a crate, scaring Wave, as he falls over. Mangle, stop doing that. What, Mangle can't come see her friend? You can come see me, but why do you have to scare me like that? Mangle just wants to play. I understand. But listen, Class 1A from UA arrived here the other day. Or just recently. Wait, students from Class 1A? Yes, and their teacher and I think All Might is also here. Oh, they're here? Yes. Oh no, have they already found us? As she's contemplating. Found you? Yes, the heroes are after us for some reason. Oh, that's right, you did mention that. Well, they don't know you're here. I'm confident in that. They said they're coming here for some trip. Okay. Thank you. As she's going to fly off, I must tell Foxy. As she flies through the floor. Why does she always have to come in and scare me like that? As someone comes around. Scare you? Who scared you? Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I should get back to unloading work. As a person in a strange coat passes by. Interesting. So, someone named Mangle is aboard. Or is on the island. If I remember, she could be useful. As the big man in a coat leaves. As Mangle flies down, Foxy! As she's shouting out for Foxy. Foxy! Foxy! As she's looking through, where's Foxy? As she goes over to one of her robots, where's Foxy? As one of them just points, as Foxy's asleep on a couch. As Mangle gets in her body and starts tapping Foxy. Foxy! Foxy! Wake up! Wake up! As he wakes up, Mangle, what time is it? I said not to wake me while I'm in shutdown mode. You gotta hear this. Class 1A and the hero All Might are here. As he gets up, what? When did they find us? We need to get out of here. No. Apparently they're here for some meeting with David Shield? Or trip? Ah. It's that. Okay, I knew of this. There was a scheduled plan for Class 1A to meet with Island. It's like an event. Happens every so often. All Might was invited. Class 1A was invited. I don't know about much other. Oh well. It's about displaying new inventions. Alright. Is there anything else we should be concerned about? What if they find us? Listen, they're never gonna think to search down here. Just go do your business. Go fly around or something. I'm tired after I spent the entire lot of my energy just to fix up this place with your robots that are powering down because they need more energy. Well, you're just as hyper as a kite. How are you still functioning and flying your spirit form and not tired? I don't know. You could say it's Mangle's special gift. Hopefully it's not that. As having to deal with you, hyper all the time would be a nightmare. As Mangle laughs. Yeah, I suppose it can be a little bit of it annoying. I suppose I can be. But Mangle's going off as she flies through the ceiling. Oh, she can be annoying sometimes. But I have to keep her safe. Now, time to sleep, as he lays back down. As we see Mangle going up. As it's night. As she's just flying around, looking around. As she sees some suspicious people in masks and all that. As she decides to follow them. Who are these people? As she starts to follow them, as they have guns and all that, and they're searching for stuff. I don't think they're allowed in here. Should I? No. This is Island, and especially I can't get caught, or else Foxy will get mad at me. As she just keeps looking at them, as they're going through files trying to find something. As we see that man in a big coat again. Who is that? As Mangle tries to look, but the man suddenly turns around and looks in Mangle's direction. As he sees nothing. Anything wrong, sir? No. I thought I saw something. Back to work. Yes, sir. As they continue to go look for something. As Mangle had gone through the ceiling. And was above. Oh, that was close. Wait. They can't see me without my permission. So I guess I'm good. As he goes back down. Or as she goes back down. And looks around. And notice they're just gone. Huh? They're gone. Okay, I guess I'll just leave as well. As she flies through the floor. As we see them behind a corner. As we see the big man in the coat. Was wearing some glasses that was able to see Mangle. So someone was keeping an eye on us. What should we do, sir? Nothing. They shouldn't be a problem. After all, they're wanted criminals. They won't dare try to do something here, or interfere with our plans. In fact, they may be a good use. As he smiles. Now let's go. As he's walking off with them. Now, I wonder how would this do in a machine. As he looks at something in his hand. No matter, I'll test it out later. As we go back to Mangle, who's just not knowing what to do now. Decides to go to the dock to try to find Wave. As he goes over there, or she goes over there, looking for Wave. Hey, Wave! As she's calling out his name. As she's just flying through. Wave! Wave! As she suddenly flies through him. As he just feels weird. As he just falls to the ground. Oh, what is it, Mangle? As she knows he dropped the box. Oh, my apologies. What is it? I don't know, but some people were trying to go through an office or something. Alright. It's probably just the janitor. I don't know. There was a big cloaked man and some people with guns. As he looks over. What? Yeah, they were looking for something. Oh. Well, anyway. It's probably nothing. It was probably the guards doing an inspection. After all, no villains could get in here. You're right. I was thinking the same thing. But that person in the coat. Maybe a new head of security or something? I don't know. He looked really suspicious. Gave me chills. As he starts laughing. You're saying someone gave a ghost or a spirit chills. What? As he continues laughing. You know that's mean, you know. Whatever. Anyway. Why don't you go? I've got to finish with my duties here for the time. Fine. As Mangle then leaves. As we see this person with a coke. Or, not with a coke. With a cloak. Talking to some of his men. Okay. Now I know there's a villain here. I want you to inject this into this animatronic's body. As one of the guards is like, why? Don't worry about it. After all, it will only benefit us. Now you 5, go do the job. Yes, sir, but we don't know where this person is. Don't worry. About my estimations, the perfect hiding place is underneath. Go looking under in the old area. She'll be down there somewhere. After all, her spirit's all flying around. Her body's vulnerable. So go find it. As the guards start going down some flights of stairs to go to till they get to the old area where a lot of broken warehouses and all that are. As they're going through with flashlights and their weapons. Why would anyone hide down here? Well, it's a pretty good hiding spot. There's not many cameras or anything else, so security is very light down here. Especially, the only way in is through the underground irrigation system that would crush a normal person. You're right. Even a person with water abilities wouldn't be able to get through that, as the water pressure alone would tear them apart. Well, anyway, let's go. Alright, let's split up. You head that way, you two head that way, and you're with me. As they split up into 3 groups. Why do I have to go alone? As the guy with the serum is going alone. As he just opens the place, as he sees Foxy, as he does everything not to scream, as he was standing, but notice he's powered off, as he gives out a little sigh of relief. Whew. I guess that was close. As then, he suddenly hears something, as he quickly rushes behind a box, as screams can be heard, and gunfire as well, waking Foxy up. Huh, what was that? As we go to one of the teams that one of them is currently being stabbed by one of the mangle robots. As one of them's shooting at it, but the bullets have clearly bounced off, and it has hit his colleague that was stabbed in the head. As he starts running away. Of course, Foxy heard all this and is now running out. The other 2 men try to make their way back to them, but when they get back, they see the other guard has been killed by Foxy, who has had his hook through his head. As they look over at the one remaining mangled robot that wasn't powered down, and Foxy, as they start opening fire. As we go back to that one villain guard, who's currently holding the serum and is clearly afraid, going over to the animatronic he was told to, and says, inject this into her system. This will be really helpful for tonight's attack. Okay. Gotta be very careful, as he, thinking Mangle is in her body, is doing very careful to do everything not to wake her, and ejects it. Whew. Okay, now to get at, as he turns back and sees a bloody Foxy and a bloody robotic Mangle. As we go to Mangle, who is currently feeling a pain as she's being sucked back to her body. What's happening? As she's being sucked back to her body. As we see the guard just drop his weapons in front of the 2. I'm dead, aren't I? As then both Foxy and the other Mangle animatronic just back off, as we see Mangle getting bigger and bigger. As he looks behind, as he just literally pees himself. As he looks down with no hope, I'm a dead man. As the big Mangle just stomps on the animatronic, or her robot copy of an animatronic, and just starts getting bigger and goes through the ceiling and starts climbing up. As Foxy quickly goes over and picks up the man. What'd you do? I only did as ordered. I was told to inject her with a serum of some sort. What type of serum? As he reveals, it was called, serum, I don't remember the name. I do know its properties. Tell me, it's supposed to increase one's power and quirk. That's all I know. An experimental type quark quark increasing drug. That's all I know about it. As he drops the man. You're gonna help me reverse the effects, or do you want to end up like your colleagues? As he shakes his head. Good. As we go to the surface, where Wolfram, the main villain of the Island arc, had already gone through with his plan. And now everything's in chaos, and the battle between All Might, Bakugo, and Wolfram has commenced. As Wolfram is being close to defeat, as the huge mangle, which her body had grown, and metal material started sticking to her, making an outer shell, pops out from underground as her big body starts destroying the area of Island, and knocks Bakugo and All Might away from Wolfram. I knew it was right to choose to inject the serum within you. After all, it would have been useless if I injected it to myself. It probably would have given me a chance to defeat them. But this causes much more of chaos than I planned to do. As he quickly gets on the big mangle. Now, to make my escape. As he grabs the big mangle by the neck, controlling with all the robotic parts and all the metal material. As he starts just rampaging with the mangle, heading towards the port. As we see Mangle in her mind. Why can't I control anything? What happened? Why can't I do anything? As she's trying to break out and it seems like she's in a box of some sort. What's happening? As we see the big war, Wolfram, as they just toss All Might Bakugo aside, as Bakugo reaches a powerful attack, hitting Mangle's leg. As we see the inside of her spirit, as her arm starts to burn. Ah, what's happening? And she looks at her arm and her spirit form, which is in her body, as she realizes it feels a sense of fire and pain. Ow! As then Mangle sends one of her other head and just bites down on the area, which causes Bakugo to go flying back by debris and all that. Focus now! We need to get out of here. As then the cannons of the wall start firing at Mangle. As we realize she's taking several hits and is being injured. Or her spirit form is. As it busts through the wall of Island and goes into the sea. Now go! As we go to Foxy and the guard who just arrived and sees Mangle in the water, swimming away. As the heroes are about to chase after them, they realize something. All the security and all that had gone back online suddenly turned and started firing at All Might. What? I may have let them online for a moment, but now... Have a good time, as he just gives them a signal as he tells her, dive. As he uses the metal material to make like a little diving suit. As Mangle, the big Mangle, goes underwater with Wolfram. With this quark enhancement device, I'm unstoppable. As Foxy and this villain guard are currently in So How Do We Reverse the Effects? Is in a room. I don't know much. All I know I don't know how to reverse the effects, okay? I was told to eject it. I knew nothing else. Well, you have to know a hideout. Where's he going? It's either that or you die. Fine, he's going to an island nearby. It was scheduled for anyone to escape to head towards it. Good. As he drops it, as the heroes enter the room, as Aizawa sees Foxy. Foxy, you're under arrest. Listen. My friend Mangle is being used against her will. I'm suggesting an alliance. As Aizawa and All Might and the Cluster Might is shocked. I'm only wanting to free my associate, Mangle. Nothing else. And why should we believe you? I know where they're heading. As they look at him in surprise. Trust me, I'll give you this information if we work together. Fine. As we go to Mangle, who's currently in her spirit form, who has taken damage. As they've gotten to the island they had wanted to meet up with the other villains. Ah, victory is mine. As he laughs, especially if I use this one's power. I have an unlimited supply of material. As war just keeps on getting gathered onto her through material and buildings. As then suddenly, he gets a sharp stab through his throat. As he falls to the ground, as he looks behind, as he sees someone. As all he says, "Not today," as he quickly decapitates him. And now, let's get you out of there. As suddenly the big robot Mangle collapses. As her original body has gone back to its original form. As he quickly moves aside the rubble. As she looks up, as she sees 3 animatronics. Who are... As she completely powers down. Grab her. And let's go. And that is the end of part 3 and chapter 2 of What If Female Deku Was Mangle. Hopefully you all enjoyed, and remember to like and subscribe.